Even though we've had the wheel for a long, long time, the biggest fault is that it can only roll in one direction. If you want to change the direction, you must tilt the axis of the wheel. It was about 35 years ago. I wrote a book called The Tinker's Dream. It's about how I would have built a car if I had been a designer. By now, I had been a mechanic and had lots of jobs, and I had a good idea of how I wanted to build a car, and this is the concept that I came up with. And today, with the concept of 3D printing, I was able to make a model of the car. I grew up in the 50s. Almost every car I saw had four wheels. I didn't think there was such a thing as a car with three wheels. But as I got older, I started studying. And if you're going to study cars, sooner or later you're going to learn about Carl Benz, who made the first car effectively. And it had three wheels. And when you think about it, three wheels as a stable base for a car is a good idea. Three wheels have less friction in the wheels so that it can move the most efficiently down the road with the least amount of drag. Having three wheels in three vertical axes being pulled back and forth is far more complicated than Mr. Benz's design, but that's what I incorporated. So each axle or each vertical axis will be the rotation point to allow the vehicle to turn. In the illustration, we can see that looking at the one side that there's a vertical axis at the front and a vertical axis at the rear. Also, we can see that we've installed a double rack and pinion gear right in the assembly. There's a blue line, which is a lighter blue color, heading to the front axle, which is attached with a dark blue arm. That can go back and forth, rotating the front axis. At the same time, when we look at the axis in the back, the vertical axis that has the blue arm out with the light blue rod going back to the rack and pinion box, it also can go back and forth, making the rear axis be able to rotate. If we turn the wheel, inside it's the double rack and pinion. So one rack is going to the rear axis and the inner one is going to the front axis. So if we turn the wheel, that means that the rear one will go forward and the front axis would be pulled back, making that contract so that that would make a left-hand turn. If we turn the other wheel, the steering wheel, the other way, that would make the rear axis go further back, and it would also make the front axis go toward the front, so that it would lengthen the two. So that would result in the vehicle turning to the right.